I wanted to ask, and I hope this comes out correctly. You played, you've coached for a while. In the last minute of a game or in an overtime, you have to play differently and think differently. And young players just have to go through that for the first time. And I'm asking specifically about the young players. Even though you didn't win, did you like some of the things you saw from them? And I'm talking about the games against Iowa and Indiana.
Definitely. I mean, you're right. I think every team is different. And I think you have to grow and you have to be in situations where everybody learns and kind of grows up. Yeah. Especially in the Indiana game, I mean, we showed a ton of fight. I mean, we were down 15 and came all the way back on the road. That's something that a young team, you have to experience and get to that point where you understand and know exactly what needs to be done. Both of those games we did not lose at the end. There was situations that happened in the game that we didn't, box out, or we didn't get a rebound, or we didn't get a 50-50 ball. And so those things add up, and we talked about those things. On the road, playing against great teams, you can't do that. So I really do believe we grew up and we learned a lot, and we're just working every day to try to get better.
Ivy's been able to really contribute outside of scoring. She had the 31-point game, but how have you sort of seen things change that she hasn't been able to be, a double-digit scorer, I guess, lately? It just seems like she hasn't been as much a factor in things.
Well, I think you said it best at first. She's a huge factor for us because she does so many different things.
Right.
And what we, of course, we would all, and she would love, and we all would love for her to get a double-double every night. But she's one of those players that is going to do whatever it takes for us to be the best we can be. We don't put her back in the game in Indiana, we don't have a chance to win. I think we talk about a lot of things, being smart and making sure we need Ivy on the floor. And you can't predict how games are going to be called or what's going to happen, but we're just trying to make sure that we can continue to get her to be the leader that she is. And, I just talked to her about everything's going to come. She's a phenomenal player. She's going to continue to do all the great things that she needs to. And we just want her to focus on relaxing and doing the things that she does, and the rest of it to come.
Is it just me, or is Whitney growing by leaps and bounds? I mean, we know she has skills, but it just seems like she's on the verge of really becoming something special.
Well, I think we all knew she was special when we signed her. That
Sure.
was one of the most important things for us. But she's growing. It's just like you said earlier, as a freshman and as young players, you grow each and every day. I think she's taking advantage of her opportunities and being able to be in the position that she's in. Every single day, she's just trying to be the best. And, this team has great chemistry. And so we're growing every day, and I think she's getting more comfortable in her spot and having the ball in her hand and doing the things that she needs to do. And that's a great opportunity for us and for this team and for all the other young ones to see that too. I think she's a great example for these freshmen to get them to understand and know that if you believe in the system and continue to keep doing, then great things are happening.
Thoughts on this Georgia State tournament? Mercer, pretty good now to the Southern Conference, and then Georgia State.
Mercer's really good. They got played in postseason and went all the way down to the wire with Chet in the championship game of the SoCon Conference. Coach does a great job, and they're very well disciplined. They have players that can score. They have quickness. It's going to be a challenge for us. And Georgia State Sharon does a great job too. I think she has a lot of new players, and she's just really trying to put everything together right now. But we all know we was in the Sun Belt with them, and she does a great job. And so it's going to be definitely a big challenge for us. And I just think we just have to make sure that we are ready to go no matter what and step foot on the floor so we can continue to keep getting better.
Tasha said that she had a lot of family in the Atlanta area, so good to be able to get down to a tournament that's sort of closer for her.
Yes, that's the most important. When we signed Tasha 4 years ago, that was one of the most important things, that we could get her back close to home. It's been a battle to try to find people to get on the schedule where we could go. And so just really thankful for Sharon and Georgia State that she'll have a ton of family there, and I'm really happy for her because she deserves it.
That's something that you try to do with players if they're not from Kentucky, sort of get something on the schedule within that 4-year, 5-year window,
yes.
somewhere close.
That's something that we definitely done. I've always done it here as a head coach. It's really important, and it's important for the families. It's great that they come here and watch the games and do the things that they do, but we talk about family, and we are about family here, and it's really important that we go and show our support as close as we can get to any of our players.
Michelle, we asked Tasha this. You've seen it. some players that play in front of a large group of family that normally don't, they'll get real nervous, not play the way they normally do. You just sense with Tayshia, it's great to have family, but it won't affect her play at all, will it?
Well, no, I think it has showed ever since she's been a freshman here. She's played in front of big crowds. She's done, and I don't think it'll affect her at all. I think she understands and knows the magnitude of this game and this tournament for us, and I just expect her to come out and play like she always does.
Just looking at Tayshia's stats, she's obviously doing what you want her to as far as point production, but just looking at the shots that she's taking, it's like almost twice as many as anybody else. Is that just about design? Want her to take volume shots, just continue in ISO, and just want her to do that?
That is by design, and I think everyone knows, and I think people understand that, and that's what's so great about having a great team. And Tayshia's earned that opportunity, and she's been very productive for us. And so the great thing for us is I feel like we have a lot of different weapons. We just have to continue to keep working to keep getting better. But we're always going to try to have the position where she put her in a position where she can be successful. There'll be times where she'll take the last shot if someone else is hot or in a position where we have a mismatch or different things. Then we'll look at that. But definitely she's one of those ones. Her and Ivy have earned that.